Tonight, Rosina, Brunette, Virginia, Kudzaishe, Jemima, Malaika, Mona Lisa, Nicole, Cindy So, and Rovimbo. Okay. The judges now want to judge each individual according to their capacity to understand, question asked, and to respond.
Rosina. Now, this is a very hard one. Ladies and gentlemen, as we go into the top 10, I would like to ask that we quiet down a little bit because this is very nerve-wracking for the contestants.
And very intimidating when people talk.
Very intimidating. So they need to hear the question properly so that they can answer, so that you guys can hear their answers as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 10 question round.
Rosina, please come and join Zozi. Question number one from one of our judges.
Thank you. Good evening, Rosanna. Good evening, Rosanna.
Good evening.
My question to you is, the winner will be criticized online, maybe by tomorrow. Write your response to the worst comment now.
Thank you for the question. Maneru Murie, Zimbabwe. Thank you for the question, judges, and thank you to everyone for being here. My answer to that question would be, cyberbullying is a real thing in social media. One of the dangers that actually affects people's mental wellness and well-being. My response to a negative comment on my page, if I was to win and be queen tomorrow, would be no response. Because a queen does not engage with any negativity. A queen rises above and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Queen. Brunette, please step forward.
Judge, a question for Brunette.
Good evening, Brunette.
Good evening, Sakina.
You look stunning.
Thank you very much.
My question for you is, what's a belief you held 2 years ago that you've completely changed your mind on?
Thank you very much for the question, Sakile. Good evening, Zimbabwe. Manero akanaka murie, Zimbabwe. A belief that I had 2 years ago would be that my voice is meaningless. My voice cannot create change, but I have changed that. I realize that I'm a powerful woman and I can stand up on platforms, use my voice to create as much change as I can, to empower as much people as I can. And I'm standing here tonight using that same platform with hopes to be able to use my voice to empower as much people as I can. Thank you very much.
Let me now call upon Virginia.
Good evening, Virginia.
Good evening.
You look really lovely.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
My question for you is, if the other 17 women voted on who should not advance, why should someone vote for you?
Thank you for the question. Sawubona, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for having me here. It's all of us, the 18 beautiful queens standing here, who've been standing here tonight. And all of us have done such an amazing job. And all of us have beautiful advocacies. And one common thing that we have is we are going to make a difference, with or without the crown. Brunette is as good enough. Kudzaishe is as good enough. So if the judges and the queens don't choose me, I will be happy because at the end of the day, we are queens willing to stand together and make a difference. Thank you.
All right. Next up, Kudzai Ishe.
Good evening, Kudzai. Congratulations for making it this far.
Thank you.
So my question to you this evening is, as an international ambassador, do you believe that speaking English should be a prerequisite to being Miss Universe? Why or why not?
Good evening, judges. Good evening, Zimbabwe. And I thank you for the question. I believe that the Miss Universe platform does not have to make it mandatory for us to speak in English, because we are representing different countries with different stories to tell and with different languages. We need to embrace that on international stage because that makes us unique. I thank you.
Please step forward, Jemima.
Good evening, Jemima. Good evening, Jemima. My question to you is, if you were to speak in front of the United Nations today, what global issue would you talk about?
Good evening, Zimbabwe. Maniro Kanaka Murie, Zimbabwe. If I'm to be honored to speak in front of the United Nations, I'll speak about my own advocacy, which is on climate action. I've been on this advocacy for the past 4 years, and it's my intention to expand my advocacy. Climate change is a silent threat, but with loud implications. It's high time that we take action, and it is each and every one of us responsibility. So I'll be glad to speak about climate change. Thank you.
May I please ask Malaika to step forward?
Good evening, Malaika. You look stunning this evening.
Thank you very much.
Your question is?
Could we please keep it down a little?
Your question is, how would you use social media to create real impact, not just gain followers?
Thank you for the question. Social media is the modern day beast. Through media, we not only see what's happening in the world, but the world also shows us a reflection of who we are. My advocacy is about owning our own narratives. So through social media, I would encourage people to tell authentic stories from an authentic perspective. It's not that stories have not been told before, especially African stories. They have, but they've never been told from our own lived experiences. We know about the poverty of Zimbabwe. We know about the trying times. But do they tell us about the pristine wildlife, the Eastern Highlands, the tenacity that we have as Zimbabwean people? So I would use social media to advertise. I would use social media to aggressively advertise Zimbabwe as a warm and welcoming place and ready for investment and tourism. Thank you.
Please step forward, Mona Lisa.
Hi, Mona Lisa.
Good evening.
Good evening. You're looking oozing machismo.
Thank you.
Yes. My question to you is, tell me one issue that affects young people today that concerns you the most.
Thank you for the question.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. One of the biggest issues that young people are facing today is lack of access to education, especially to young people that are living in the rural areas. If we are going to develop this country, it is time that we make strides to make sure that we equalize the gaps between the students, between in the rural areas and in the urban areas, which is why I'm advocating for us to prioritize education, because if anything, the development of this country, the growth of this country depends on the future of the young people, and the young people need to be empowered by education. I believe that education is a social equalizer, and every child has a right to that. Thank you.
As Mona Lisa, it's time to welcome Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Good evening, how are you?
Good, how are you? Yes.
I'm blessed.
Two strong questions. Name one thing Zimbabwe does better than any other country, and one thing that we can borrow from others.
Good evening, everyone. I acknowledge your presence here. One thing as Zimbabweans we have is that youth of these days, they are very innovative, and they can even work despite the situation which is around them. Now, one thing we need to copy from other countries or other worlds is that the system they use to produce or to innovate. Thank you.
Please step forward, Cindy Soul.
Good evening, Cindy So. You look lovely tonight.
Thank you.
What is one value you would never compromise, even if it cost you the title?
One value I would never compromise is being true to myself and my morals and my dignity. I believe no title is worth losing yourself. Thank you.
All right, 9 voices. One left. Let's welcome Ruvimbo.
Good evening, Ruvimbo.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm really good. Very happy to be here today. What is the most important thing we should be teaching young girls today?
Well, I believe it goes beyond teaching young girls something, but I believe it is high time that as a nation, we bridge the gap between potential and opportunities. Many young girls are suffering in silence, mostly because they lack access to opportunities. So I believe there should be a bridge between opportunities and potential. Thank you so much.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, top 10 tonight. We'll allow for the judges to mull over this.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be a judge right now because those were some incredible answers. And I must tell you, Zimbabwe, I feel like whoever wins tonight, you guys have such a great chance of doing really well at Miss Universe.
I gotta tell you, the competition is indeed getting tougher and tighter. The next time we're back, we're crowning 7 gorgeous ladies tonight.